Welcome back to another quick review. Ignore the really bad thumbnail. That's on me. Today, we're talking about the final movie in the DCEU. Just putting this 10-year journey, for better or for worse, that we've been on at an end. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Now, I want to actually try and make this quick review short for the first time in my life. Actually, make it a quick review. I had a lot of fun with the movie. I don't think it's as good as the first one. Just get that out of the way. I don't think the movie is as good as the first one, but I still had a lot of fun with it, all things considered. Um, I think the movie, despite some, one of the things about Aquaman the first Aquaman movie that I absolutely love is the effects and the look, and CG was really good. And there's some effects in this movie that don't look great, but overall, I think the movie still looks phenomenal, better than a lot of modern comic book movies, to say the least. I still think the movie looks absolutely amazing. The story, which is the main part of the movie, the story is okay. It's the most straightforward story. It's a really straightforward story at the end of the day. A bit confusing here and there, a tad bit of inconsistencies, but the story for the most part is straightforward, easy enough to understand, right? But the main part of the main thing about this movie that I want to shout out and point out is the relationship between Aquaman and Ocean Master. It's really good. It's the main driving force of this movie. The relationship that these two have is really fun and charming and enjoyable to watch, but as well as really emotional at some point. Like you get to some point in the movie, and it does kind of turn into a bit of an emotional thing that I absolutely love, and newfound respect for each other towards the end of the movie, which I think is really cool. Another really good part of this movie, Black Manta. Black Manta's great. I absolutely love Black Manta in this movie. Um, it's because Black Manta is a favorite of mine. It's a favorite of mine, and I really enjoyed the presence that he had in this movie. There wasn't much. You don't see too much of him in the suit, at least. And then the final fight at the end is kind of, with Black Manta, kind of takes a turn that I kind of disagree with, but at the same time, I still had a lot of fun watching it. Um, but still, Black Manta was another highlight of this movie. The fight choreography with that Black Manta fight with Aquaman is also phenomenal. A couple of other things I want to point out. Amber Heard is in the movie. It doesn't really matter to me what, I don't really care regardless. But she's in the movie and she does a pretty good job at her role. She's in the movie for more than 5 minutes. Don't worry. What else? Another thing, another big issue with this movie. The editing of this movie is really weird. Um, when I say that Amber Heard is, I don't really care. I mean, it doesn't really matter whether she's in the movie or not. I don't really know about all that situation to begin with. But anyway, um, the editing of this movie is really weird. Like there's some cuts and points where I was just like, I don't think that there's just things that were cut too short, and you could clearly see reshoots, but there's things that like cut too short, or music that should have been playing at certain points, or things kind of jumping around sporadically that was like kind of weird to watch, and kind of weird to like kind of wrap my head around. Like there's a certain point where Black Manta says something, and then seconds later something completely different is going on. Um, Something completely different than what he said was going on. I was like, this feels weird. This is completely different than what should probably be happening right now. So be wary of that. It's a really weird movie to watch and grasp and jump around, but it's still a fun and enjoyable time overall. I'd recommend you go see it. If you, at the very least, if you like the first Aquaman movie. If you don't like the first Aquaman movie, you're not going to like this movie. But if you like the first Aquaman movie, I'd highly recommend you go see it. It's a fun time at the movie theater, which I think is everything that I could ask for. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.